Link starto! Hey guys, Sal here and back to more Sword Art Online Integral Factor. As you can see, I've got my Eclipse top on and my Eclipse bottoms on. Was it worth the pain and suffering of having to fight that boss 9 million times without actually having the skill records for the bonus points? Not necessarily. I mean, I'm technically now the White Knight, and Kirito's the Black. Wish I had enough points so that way I could be the Black Knight and Yuri could be the White one, but okay then. Also 84. Man, to grind up the rest of the points for that. It's just not going well at all in terms of leveling. 16 levels till max level and okay, I think Floor 12 comes out in January. I'm not sure if it's already out yet. I don't think it is. If it is, cool. If it's not, then it might be coming out in January sometime, maybe? Possibly? So as long as I can keep up what I did with the Samurai area in Floor 10, with Floor 11 and Floor 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, eventually I might be able to hit max level and actually be able to get good gear. Who knows? That'll probably be like a year or two from now. So I'm gonna stop talking now, and let's head to Floor 11. Cave Desert Teleportation Gate. Okay. Look at all this sand. I guess the 11th floor's theme must be the desert.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a river flowing towards the town, so it might be kind of a resort area where summer never ends. I'd love it if that were the case, but I'm pretty sure Austin is right. This has to be a desert. Just looking at all this sand and rock is enough to make me thirsty. At least we shouldn't have to worry about sunscreen, but we do need to make sure we have enough fluids to stay hydrated. What are you going to do now? I want to make sure we have a good handle on the topography and monsters here. The thing will start by exploring. What about you? I'm going to gather information. I want to keep going. I'm going to set up base here. I agree. Right now, we need as much information as we can get. Let's see what we can find out without taking too many risks. In that case, why not talk to the NPCs over by the teleport gate? I bet one of them has got a quest or two to hand out. Good idea. We'll do that. You two make sure to watch each other's backs. There's no telling what kind of dangers might be here. Don't worry. I'll keep a close eye on Kirito so he doesn't get carried away. I won't. I promise. I'm just going to climb up one of these tall rocks to get a better view of our surroundings. That's the very definition of getting carried away. That goes for you too, Cell. Don't do anything Yuri wouldn't do, okay? See you two later, okay, so me? I just took a jab at myself, and it hurts. But it's true. Currently. It might happen eventually. 9 years from now. See you at the boss floor. Call on us if you need help. We will, I mean it. First, we need to find a quest, give her an NPC. I'll let you decide who we talk to, Cell. Wait, I seriously have to do that? So, it's not... Okay, good. I talked to a blacksmith. It's not necessarily having to go do a new quest. Well, I'm still having to do quests. Just not one of the quests that you start and do, but don't get basically any reward that's better than the troll boss fight on the billboard. It's so annoying not having anything better than that, and just having to grind on that boss consistently over and over again. The fact that I don't have mace skills really sucks as well, because that would make it go faster, but oh well. Looking for new quests and new places is so exciting, isn't it? Let me handle the negotiations. Hi there, is there anything you can use some help with? You two, you're looking for work. You turn around to find an NPC with a huge load on his back. That's right. May I ask who you are? Don't worry. I won't hurt you. I'm just a humble traveling merchant trying to sell my wares. I was supposed to meet someone. Pass the rocky passage and give them the items I got at the oasis, but thanks to the sandstorm, I only got half of what I planned to buy. That must have been quite an ordeal. You said it. I can't wait around for the other half of my stock to come in, or my customers will find someone else to buy from. I thought about going ahead and giving my colleague what I've got now, but if I leave, I might miss my own chance to buy goods. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. It's like how leveling in this game gives me a headache. I don't mind grinding, but oh my god, is it getting annoying in this. What if you two would be bringing the goods to my colleague for me? That would solve everything. Should be an easy job. What do you say? It's not illegal or dangerous, is it? You just trust strangers with your wares? Sure, this container has a theft-proof spell on it. It cost me a whole mess of coal, but I've never once had to worry about thieves. What kind of spell? If you try to force it open or give it to someone who's not supposed to have it, something awful will happen to you immediately. As for what that is exactly, you're better off not knowing. Otherwise, you might get too scared to transport it for me. So how about it? I'll make it worth your while. You've got a deal. Just what I'd like to hear. Okay then, here's the container. Please, bring it to my colleague past the cave desert. He should be waiting by the entrance to the desert. And make sure not to open the container before you get there. Thanks. The hawker placed an enormous, tightly sealed box in the ground and walked away. This is all kinds of suspicious. What a big box. I wonder how we're supposed to carry it. Oh, it's just a single item. In that case, I think I'll just put it in my inventory for now. Yuri opened her system's window and added the giant box to her inventory, but upon which it instantly vanished from the ground. Of all the things I miss from real life, the inability to easily carry huge objects by myself definitely isn't one of them. Anyway, that guy said to bring this to his colleague over past the cave, right? Let's go, Cell. So, this is level 100 plus territory. Any quests that are like the finding the plates. Drawing water for the family. Okay, that seems like it would be an easy request. Kind travelers, please hear me out. I live here in town, and I must go to the oasis up ahead to fetch water each and every day. However, as of late, the number of wicked vines has been increasing, and they are preventing me from reaching the oasis. Okay, so it's a kill quest. My wife is expecting our first child, so it's my responsibility to make sure they both have enough to drink. Please, I need your help. Would you be so kind as to defeat 80 wicked vines? If you could do that, I'm certain I could go fetch water again safely. Please, I beg of you. Precise attack 1, crit rate plus 3.93%. You know what? This is gonna make me sound bad, but fetch it yourself. Oh, apologize for asking so much of you during your journey. I'll try my luck elsewhere. Yeah, go get some other schmuck to do your quest. I know that's sad and all, but I am not killing no 80 damn enemies. You only get 17,000 experience for that. You get 23,000 plus 3,000 for killing the troll boss. So around 26 to 27,000 experience just for doing that once. And that takes less time than killing 80 enemies. There's no point. How about you, girly girl player? You probably have a loot quest, don't you? There's something about that disgusting thing. Okay, I'll pull my pants back up. Oh, forget I said that. These monsters are so gross. Hey, you two are on the assault team, right? I can totally tell from your gear. So while you're here, I've got a favor to ask. Okay, girl, I think you need to get your eyes checked, because I'm currently level 84, and I'm not top tier gear with the other, assault team members. So yeah. You really need to get your eyes checked. You know the jagged worms around here? They seriously creep me out. I can barely stand to look at them, let alone fight them. Could you go and defeat about 50 jagged worms on the 11th floor for me? Otherwise, I don't think I'll ever be able to get past this floor. Pretty please. Again, 17,648 is not worth it. 141% damage all foes. Even Sachi's ability, which is another one that I could get for a collection of her. No. Oh man, that sucks. Guess I'll try asking someone else. Yep. It's just not worth it. The only quests that are worth it are the main quests. Everything else is just not really worth it at all. Give better experience, better rewards, then I might think about killing 80 enemies, 50 enemies. Hell, I might even think about doing a fetch quest. Let's increase the rewards, please. Here's the cave. We'd better be careful, Cell. There's no telling what we might find inside. Wait, what if there are bugs? I'm depending on you. Really? It's crazy to think you're depending on me for help. Thank you, it means a lot to me. And you mean a lot to me. I promise I'll do my very best. Oh god. There's a bunch of enemies inside of here. No, I was gonna think about using my rapier, but I'm more comfortable using my sword against a whole pack of enemies. Oh, what do you know? And they're weak! Oh, son of a, these guys can go underground. That's not good. Not good at all. What do these tremors look like? And they're kinda really weird. Well, there's definitely more. You can tell you're getting to current content because the game's starting to lag. Well, it's probably just because I need to refresh the game, because I've been on it for a while grinding. But yeah. Well, hey, everything's weak to swords. Oh, and you can hit the enemies even if they go underground. That makes a whole lot of sense. Oh. Well, I mean, I figured as much. I also wanted to just test the enemies. But yeah, I'll admit, I thought I actually had to fight them. Nope, all I would do was just run through. We finally made it out. Okay, the person we're looking for should be somewhere around here. Getting attacked though, right? Ah, crud, it's a sandstorm. Whoa, that's some wind. It's a sandstorm. I can't see a thing out here. Let's get back to the cave. Huh. They didn't mess around when they made this desert floor, did they? If we had stayed out there, we might have been buried alive in sand. Come to think of it, the sand's blowing in here too. Maybe we should try heading further inside. Let's see. There's a side path right over there. That ought to be safe. Yeah, side path. That ought to be safe. Enemy ambush? Something like that? Huh. We should be safe now. Let's hope it's over soon. Silica, get behind me. I'll shield you from the wind. Oh, well, hey, Silica's here, so who's with her? Hey, oh, Linton and Peanut. Yes. Hang on, Linton. Peanut's still there. That voice, it's Silica. Let's go help. Wind mixed with sand passes through the cavern at tremendous speed. You can just make out a turquoise and orange shadow fighting the wind so as not to get blown away out of the cave's entrance. Hang on! Okay. Mitten, you too. This way. Are you two okay? Silica sinks down to the ground, holding Litten and Peanut tightly in her arms. Gradually, their heavy breathing slows and they regain their composure. So you and Yuri rescued us, huh, Sal? I don't know what we would have done without you. I thought we were going to get blown clear off the map. Then we would have fallen off the edge and died. Wait, there's an actual edge here? Oh, damn. Thank goodness that didn't happen. Everyone in ALS was out on that map too. I hope they're okay. What's Silica even doing over here, though? Looks like Litten is using her system window to message a group. Thank goodness, they all managed to find shelter. Some of them were blown all the way to the edge of the map, but they managed to stay on thanks to some rocks that served as guardrails. Well, that's good to hear about the guardrails. Still, I don't know how we're going to explore this map with that sandstorm raging. You could wear heavy equipment like me to keep your footing, but that doesn't do much good when you can barely see a meter in front of you. And here I thought we could find a clue to that treasure. It's so frustrating. A clue to what? Treasure? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry, Lynn. Like, really? You can trust me. You shouldn't be saying that to anyone else but me. What the hell, Silica? It's okay, we can trust Sal and Yuri. We're looking for a quest related to the riches of the desert. Looking for a quest? You mean you haven't already accepted it? No, we haven't. There's a small town called Toft, not too far from the teleport gate. It's pretty far from any good hunting spots, and doesn't have any major facilities, so all ALS didn't stick around there for very long. But it does have 3 elderly male NPCs having tea and chatting at a corner of the town market. Litten told me to go see them for myself. They were so cute with their turbans. Yeah, they were. Anyway, they told us that there's some amazing treasure hidden in a king's tomb somewhere in the desert. One of them said that the past kings had already taken the treasure in order to help their subjects, and that there was none left anymore. Another said it's still there in the king's grave, waiting for someone to come and claim it. And the last one said that the treasure is without form. Basically, their stories didn't line up at all. Yeah, it's a real mystery. Still, there was so much information that we figured there must be a proper quest related to the treasure somewhere. If that treasure might help us beat this game, we thought it would be worth looking into. The thing is, everyone only just got to this floor, so we're still finding a way around. I couldn't ask everyone else to join me while I didn't have anything concrete, so I decided to start looking by myself. I just came here first to take a quick peek at the map, but I ended up really getting into desert item hunting. Desert item hunting? There are these rare crystals you can find here that my family really loves. I even heard they can help raise their affection for you. But even if they didn't, it made me so happy to see how much Peanut liked them that I ended up going way into the desert. Then I ran into a bunch of tough enemies when Litten thankfully saved me from. I was already out exploring the desert for clues by then, so I asked Silica if she'd like to join me. I'm really glad you did. If it hadn't just been me and Peanut out there during that sandstorm. Oh no, what if that merchant got blown away? Merchant? There was a hawker NPC sitting right near this cave. We thought he might know something about the treasure, but the sandstorm stopped us before we got a chance to talk to him. That must be the hawker we're supposed to deliver the container to. We actually have business with that hawker too. I sure hope he wasn't blown away or buried in the sand. We were only a few meters away when we suddenly got cut off from the storm. It's so unfair. Don't you guys ever shut up. Keep it down. I'm trying to concentrate. Who's there? Show yourself. Shortly after Litten's demand, a man emerged from the cave. He looks somewhat like an untrustworthy thief, but the cursor above his head shows he is an NPC. I'm sorry if I disturbed you. What is he doing here? If you must know, I'm listening to the rocks. They tell me all sorts of things. The rocks talk? You bet they do. The jewel is buried in these craggy mountains are begging for me to dig them up. So this cave is actually a jewel mine now. I wish I had found one. If you had, you'd be the first to do so in over 100 years. I'm pretty much the only one still clinging to hope at this point. But I haven't given up on being the one to find the very last jewel tucked away in this forsaken mine. Which means this is my cave now. You can stay here for a while if you like, just don't get in my way. So long. The NPC then disappeared into the cave. Is that what happens to you if you spend too long chasing these desert riches? He didn't exactly look like he was enjoying himself. He didn't have a quest to give out, either. I doubt that digging for jewels has anything to do with the treasure of the king's tomb either. Besides, there's definitely something suspicious about him. Isn't it right, Pina? Okay then, let's forget that NPC and go look for the hawker. The sandstorm's died down now, so we should be okay. No, it would suck as if I actually had to watch out for such sandstorms by myself. And if I didn't, then I would get blown away. That would seriously freaking suck. Thankfully, I think they're just scripted events. Hi there, your colleague by the teleport gate asked us to bring this to you. Yeah, I got a message from him from his familiar. Glad to see you no worse for wear after that storm. I take it the goods are intact. Oh yeah, they're fine. Glad to hear it. That ought to do it for now. Thanks for your help. Mr. Merchant, do you happen to know anything about the riches of the desert? Riches of the desert? I'm not sure. It could be gold and silver taken from the king's tomb, or it might be treasure without form. Ring any bells? Are you talking about King Sakura's treasure? Everyone who lives in the desert has heard that old story. What story is that? King Sakura used to rule this land a long time ago. His greatest love was his treasury, which was filled to bursting with untold riches. Whenever he had a spare moment, he would steal away to the treasury and gaze at his mountain of wealth. So he had all that treasure and he just stood around looking at it? That sounds kind of boring. It does, doesn't it? I would have taken that treasure and either used it to start a business, or charged people to see it for themselves. That's a king for you. I guess anyway, eventually time took its toll and King Sakura grew old. Right before he died, he built an enormous tomb and ordered all of his wealth to be hidden inside it. King Sakura's son, Aslan, carried out this wish, throwing every bit of riches within the tomb and burying the path to the treasure room. After Aslan's son Namir was crowned king and war broke out among the 9 kingdoms, he thought to use this treasure to fund his army. The War of the 9 Kingdoms? That's the huge war that started when the fallen elves sowed seeds of discord among the human kingdoms. Well now, you certainly know your history, but I bet you still don't know how this story ends. King Namir couldn't find the treasure, so he hired the best bandits in the kingdom, promising 1/10 of the treasure in exchange. The bandit confidently declared that he would lead the king to the treasure in 3 days and began an investigation. And he ended up finding it? He did. Exactly on the 3rd day, the bandit said he would first take King Namir there, then led him down a pitch-black passageway and killed him. The king's guards were waiting outside when suddenly, a fierce wind rushed through the tomb, carrying the 2 men's screams. The guards rushed in with torches, where they did indeed find their legendary treasure, along with something else. A horrific monster drenched in blood, the gruesome remains of what must have once been the bandit and the king lying at its feet. But they were eaten alive. So there was a guardian protecting the treasure, huh? I guess Namir didn't know that. What happened after that? The guards once again sealed off the passageway, and told everyone that they must never lay a hand on the king's treasure. And that's where the story ends, at least this version. There are a few other alternative endings floating around out there. One says that the treasure is still in the tomb, and another that the guards and the bandit conspired to kill Namir and keep the treasure. The last one says that Namir faked his death and ran away from the war, and that nobody knows where he or the treasure went. I see, this explains why the old men all had different stories. So then did the treasure ever really exist? And where's King Sakura's tomb anyway? The tomb, that's easy enough. Keep crossing the desert in this direction, you'll see it in a The tomb, that's easy enough. Keep crossing the desert in this direction. You'll see it in the creative desert. As for the treasure, your guess is as good as mine. I've heard that people who believe the second ending have been digging around in caves and ruins looking for the stolen treasure, though. You ran into one of them in that cave, didn't you? He's a grave robber. There's a grave in there too. There are graves for old nobles and merchants all over the place. Vultures like that grave robber scavenge them for money. Anyway, sorry for all the rambling. I'll get out of your hair now. I added a little extra to your reward to make up for the sandstorm trouble. If we ever meet again, I'd be happy to sell you something. With that, the hawker slung his wares across his back, climbed in onto his camel, and rode off. I knew that shady-looking man we saw in the cave was up to no good. Still, if he's a grave robber, he ought to know something about the treasure. Let's go talk to him. I second that. Oh, but maybe you should wait outside with Peanut and Silica. But don't worry about me. I won't be scared with all of you around. Don't do anything risky, okay? I can hold my own as well as anybody when it counts, right, Peanut? Okay, you can come with us, but make sure your equipment's in good shape. There's no telling what might happen after all. Okay, please make sure you and the Yuri are ready for anything too, Cell. Oh, don't worry, we will. Now let's go pay this grave robber a visit. Are you enjoying this, Yuri? No, not at all. We're just talking to an NPC, right? Business as usual. That's okay, I get it. Ordinarily, you'd never have the chance to talk face-to-face with a grave robber. Okay, so my game crashed and it somehow brought me to the next destination? I don't know. You're acting like Kirito. Make sure to keep your guard up. Of course. That goes for you too, Cell. We don't want to end up surrounded inside the cave, so bring up the rear. Cell, you do the talking, okay? Yeah, rely on me to do the talking. Weird. Because when a game crashed, it made the sound as if it continued the quest, but usually then that means that I'm just not doing anything else. But weirdly enough, they were actually talking, so I mean, okay. What do you want? I thought I told you to stay out of my way. I was about to reach into the desert. Can't secure his treasure. Keep it to yourself. Word is that just talking about it can get you cursed. It looks like he knows something, judging by how freaked out he is. Ask about grave robbing. Well, that's rude. I mean, if you can call this old forsaken mine a grave, and I guess you're not completely wrong, but still. I'm an honest miner, so I don't appreciate you throwing around insults like grave robber without any proof. Does that mean he'll admit to being one if we show him proof? Yeah, it does. I would have helped dig. Thanks, but no thanks. You just get in my way. Now go on and leave me alone. Never mind. In that case, hurry up and get out of here. That treasure ain't gonna find itself. I knew it. There's something extremely fishy about him. It definitely looks like he knows more than he's letting on. But it doesn't look like he's going to share what it is anytime soon either. What do we do now, Cell? Let's tie him up and threaten him. Let's find proof of his grave robbing. It sounds promising. Let's start by observing his belongings. He might be carrying stolen goods. But how would we actually do that? I don't think he's going to let us. If he were a monster, then one of us could aggro him and draw his attention. But aside from that... Hey, yeah. Silica's right. Let's try it, Yuri. Huh? Why are you two looking at me like that? I don't see why I have to draw his attention this way. Don't worry, Celica. If anything happens, we'll be there right away. You're the best person we have for this job. I know you can do it. So, what, have Peanut attack him? Oh, fine. Just don't blame me if I mess it up. Encouraged by Yuri and Litten, Silica stood tall in the entrance to the cave. Huh? You're doing great, Celica. Keep it up. You don't let anything get in the way of pursuing your dream, and that's great. Now I have a special song I want to sing just for you. As Celica suddenly started singing, the NPC just stood and watched her. The expression was one of bewilderment, more than anything. Now's our chance. Examine everything around him. The party quickly examined the area around the NPC's feet. This looks like an old map. It's been crossed off in several places. This looks like a cigarette case. It's marked with a Toft crest. Let's hope there's some kind of more conclusive proof here. Examine the case the man is carrying. Upon seeing what Cel was doing, Celica began to sing louder and dance more frantically. The case contained a gold figure. I don't think I can keep this up much longer. Oh, Celica, what in the world was that all about? The NPC shook his head and finally noticed the three people surrounding him. Hey, you better get out of my way right now, or else you're seriously gonna regret it. If anyone's going to have regrets around here, it's you. You stole this from a grave, didn't you? Why didn't you get a hold of that? Wait, what about it? None of you have the right to judge me. Oh, we'll go to the police. Celica, darling. What exactly constitutes as the police around here? I mean, really? What kind of police is here? Guards? What guards are around here either? They're too scared to go near the tomb. Well, if the story is told that way. I don't think there are any police in SAO. Police? You mean you're going to turn me over to the Toft guards? Please, not that. Wow, way to go, SAO AI. It automatically translated our language into something more appropriate for their setting, no kidding. That's right. Once the town guards catch you, they'll send you straight to prison. But we're willing to overlook this if you tell us more about the treasure. Alright, you win. I'll tell you what I know. Can I please have my figure back now? After you tell us, so what do you know about King Sakira's treasure? You know the old story about him and his treasure, right? It's a pretty famous story among us grave robbers. Anyway, that bandit actually managed to escape from the king's tomb. When they were attacked by the monster, he used King Namir as a decoy and took a secret passage he found earlier to make it out. Guess the king chose the wrong person for help. That's what happens when you don't bring along a tank. It wouldn't matter if he'd brought all his guards with him. They still wouldn't have been a match for that monster. That monster's the labyrinth boss, isn't it? However, that night, King Namir began showing up in the bandit street, strangling him. If that wasn't bad enough, when the bandit broke up, he would find bloody handprints on his neck. Oh god, now that's just creepy. None of a story like this. I never could handle horror movies, but especially not splatter ones. Scared out of his wits, the bandit asked the fortune teller in the oasis for help in removing the curse. In turn, the fortune teller told him that the king's curse had grown stronger because his treasure had not been used to save the kingdom. That the bandit must now do it so himself if he ever wished to be free of the curse. So the bandit snuck past the monster, took the treasure, saved the people of the kingdom, and brought proof of his deeds. Back to the king's tomb, and just like the fortune teller said, he was finally curse-free. I can't believe you made me tell you that. Hey look, the grave robber has an exclamation mark above his head now. We got ourselves a quest. Why didn't you want to tell us? Whoever tells that story gets cursed by the king, and is then plagued by bad luck. To prevent that, you either have to help someone in trouble, or pray to the king's grave. That goes for all of you too. Everyone who seeks the treasure of the king's tomb eventually winds up cursed themselves. Well, if all you had to do was lift the curses to help someone or pray, the king couldn't be that bad. He's really just punishing bad people. When you put it like that, you've got nothing to be afraid of. It's not that simple. It's not too bad if you just tell that story. But if you touch the treasure, you need to do a lot of more penance. Treasure like that would literally be way too much for a grave robber like me to handle. You're better off keeping your distance. So then, the cursed treasure is still in the king's tomb. If we can just get our hands on the weapons there that we can use against the floor boss, then it'll be worth the risk. Good point, okay. Let's go look for the tomb entrance. Seriously, all travelers as reckless with their lives as you. Alright, if you're that set on finding the cursed treasure, would you mind if I asked you for help while you're out at it? I'd like you to take this offering coin to the prayers for me. That way I won't get cursed. The prayers? They're the ancestors of the last family of priests who used to serve King Namir. They're a strange bunch who spend all their time praying for the king's soul, but they're also the surest way to lift a curse. Thieves like me don't get many chances to help others, after all. Besides, the prayers are sure to know a lot about the king's tomb. If you're good people, they might just tell you something that'll help you out. Okay, will do. So where can we find these prayers? They'll be in the Curative Desert near the king's tomb. Now would you mind going before the sun sets? I don't want to have nightmares. Alas, we have a clue to the riches of the desert. I guess our next stop is the Curative Desert. These prayers must be nice people if they like to spend so much time praying. Let's hurry and find them. This is one majorly long quest line, man. How the hell am I supposed to level up to 100 if the quest line is this freaking long? Just for one main quest in this dang desert? Also, please don't let there ever be any actual sandstorms when I'm running around. That'd be bad. So this is the Curative Desert. I wonder when the prayers are. Is Pina saying there's someone over there? I think so. Anyway, I definitely see an NPC. Let's go talk to them. Hello, prayer. Hello. Are you one of the prayers? Yes, that is what they call us. Why have you come here? Someone asked us to give this to you and have you pray for him. You give the prayer the coin. Also, we were hoping you might be willing to tell us anything you know about the King Sakira's treasure. In that case, the first step should be to quell the king's wrath. Take this and head north. You will see the bottle filled with light brown powder. The spice is made from the flowers used in the rite of kings. To lift the curse, go where you can see the tomb, then scatter it to the wind while praying for the king's soul to rest in peace. Ordinarily, this must be done for oneself, but if your heart is true, the great and merciful king may grant his protection anyway. Only then will I tell you about the treasure. If you truly have righteous hearts, then fill the bottle of good and evil with water. May you walk the righteous path. So what we have to pay is the tomb scatter the spice while praying, lift the grave robber's curse. I filled the bottle of good and evil with water. I don't remember seeing any item like that. It sure wasn't sold at the teleport gate. Let's keep heading north for now. Looks like this quest is in full swing now. Let's go. Really? Come on, man. Give me 500 million experience points and I'll forgive you for how long this quest line currently is. I can see a pyramid off in the desert, but we won't be able to get any closer to it on this route. I bet we could get closer if we circled around the rocks, but this should be fine for praying. Especially since my quest log now just says offer prayer, instead of go to the prayer site. Okay, and let's scatter the powder and pray. May the king's spirit shall rest in peace. Scatter the spice to the wind. Pina, what is it? The nearby monsters are coming this way. I think they may have been attracted by the spice's scent. Maybe this is all part of the prayer ritual. Celica, you and Pina should get to safety. I'll be fine. I'm not going to run and hide after coming all this way. Okay, so how many enemies do we have to fight? Oh, good God. So, bash, flash. I most likely have to deal with poison. Things how these are scorpions and all. Yeah, so he does a tail whip. So far, so good, I guess. Keep him here. Oh god. Hey, come on, thing, get over here. Come on, Scorpion. Alright, see you guys when the rest of them are dead. We did it. I'm proud of you, kiddo. You fought really well out there. I'm not gonna treat him like a kid. Really? I guess all my training with Peanut paid off. That ought to take care of the ritual. Now we just need to figure out this bottle of good and evil thing. Even on an unknown floor, you can't help but put yourselves out on the line for the sake of others, can you? Hey, it's Meta. Who might you be? Meta, I can't believe you're here. It's good to see you doing well. Celica, let me introduce you. This is... You're the same age as me, aren't you? I'm so happy to find a girl my age soloing. Would you mind if I send you a friend invite? Sorry, I don't friend anyone. Oh, okay. Sorry for asking out of the blue like that. Not friends with anyone. Won't even friend us. I can't be friends with anyone. I just don't need them. What? I refuse to believe that. Come on, Matter. If you have a reason why you insist on soloing, we won't try to stop you. But at least let me worry if you're alive and well, okay? Alright, then. I'll make an exception just for you, Yuri. Thanks, Matter. I'll add you right now. I guess I didn't pass muster, huh? I know how you feel, but we can always friend each other. Thanks, Celica. Oh, how about you, Cel? Would you mind if I friend you too? We're not already friends, really? What is it, Pina? There's something up above. You look up to Celica's line of sight and see the shadow of an enormous bird crossing the sky. You also see the bird drop something it had been holding in the talons straight towards you. Look out! What? This way. Thank you. You saved me. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to friend you, but I can at least do this much. Yeah, there's nothing to stop us from helping each other out. Even Pina likes you. If it's not one thing, it's another. What did it drop? It looks like a bag with something in it. Should we open it? Open the bag. It's some cold coins in a bottle with a cord attached. Looks like it's called a bottle of good and evil. Well, what do you know? So this is the item the prayer was talking about. Pray righteously, show the strength to survive the desert, and the king's blessing is yours. I heard that at the top church. I think you all helped someone in need, so the king granted you a reward. A king who rewards you for good deeds. That certainly doesn't sound like the king and the merchant in the grave robber story. I certainly can't imagine that someone like that would go around cursing people. What's the quest log say now? Head to the oasis and fill the bottle of good and evil. Would you like to join us, Matter? You like treasure quests, right? No, thank you. Take care. Man, jeez. She leaves as fast as she arrives. Damn it. I mean, hey, at least Yui managed to get on her friends list. I'm not hurt by that or anything. I mean, it's not like I'm the, leader of our little duo squad here. Damn it. This hurts. She's gone. It's not every day I run into another girl my age here. I wish we could have talked more. I'm sure you'll see her again. Well, I mean, okay, so she added Yuri to her friends list. So she actually is a player. I've still been on the lines of her being an AI. Although she could be a more advanced AI that could actually be added to a friends list. That's happened in games before. So, I mean, it's possible. Yeah, we're both still in Minecraft after all. I'm going to have to work hard to keep up. That's the spirit. Now then, we got the part of good and evil, so now we just have to find this oasis. Where could it be? On the way here, I saw a place out west with a lot of greenery. That'd be the first place I'd look. Sounds good, but can we take a little break first? We've been walking a lot. I need to find Peanut a snack too. Let's get going once we're all rested up. Thank you, Yuri. I love you. More than I do usual. I love you more now than I usually do. Mainly because you got us to end the damn quest. So I can get 181,000 experience points. Which doesn't help because I needed 2,100,000 experience points, I believe, just to get to 85. This is annoying. And I consistently keep on whining about that too. I don't think that'll stop. I may be able to progress. It's difficult to progress, but I can still do it. I'll just consistently complain. Although it's probably because my guild isn't high enough level, but even if it was high enough level to have like experience times 2 or times 4, whatever the guild level 2 perk is for the experience, even if I had that, it would still be a major pain, most likely. That's what I'm missing, but at the same time, whatever. Whatever. I'll just go on my slow, monotonous pace of leveling. I'll just try to keep myself alive. Speaking of which, is there any healing plants around? Yeah, I think right there is healing plants, because nothing's moving over there. Which is sad. Everything else is an enemy. There's only 4 plants that can heal you. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next one. But we will continue on and most likely fight the floor 11 boss. And if floor 12's boss is out by the time we do that, then we may be able to get to floor 12 and still be 84. I don't have the time to grind consistently in this game. I don't. If I had like 20 times experience boosters, I'd be able to do it. But with just normal experience booster and almost getting just level 1 in the guild for the experience, that's still not gonna help me at all. So yeah, till then, see you guys later.